Okay, folks, this is FearGorm casting with Harlequin, the SCReddit Open number 10, Vequeth versus Cheticus-Pink losing in game one to some very clever blink micro and blink play from Vequeth. Now on cross positions, Metalopolis by Cheticus' choice in this best of three. So, Cheticus couldn't hope for a better situation. I mean, this is actually, I think, the third time today that we've seen a cross positions on Metalopolis, or it was the second time. So Zerg's definitely getting their fair share of scrap station and cross positions in Metalopolis. So I hope Cheticus exploits this and is a little bit more prepared for the kind of pressure that Vequeth was able to put on him by sniping expos and retreating.
Yeah, very interesting early game play. I'm wondering if they're going to try that or if everybody's going to back off and chill out on this since it is a big open map and see if they're just going to go for more macro style play. Because that was a lot of parry thrust kind of early game, mixing it up. And already we see Vequeth going for the exact same style of opening. Not necessarily a fast expansion, but definitely leaving open the possibility that he can have an expo later on and just kind of guarding the bottom of his ramp instead of the top of the ramp. So sounds pretty good. Again, just going to be kind of curious to see if we get that same sort of parry thrust kind of early game action or not. We'll have to see if he's doing anything other than just kind of walling off his expansion.
As we mentioned before, the same blunder was sort of made by Chompy. Instead of moving that Overlord even more to try to catch that probe and move him more diagonally this way, he actually missed the probe, and Vequeth was very clever in pulling it back. So forcing him to commit that drone instead of pulling it right back to go for a fast expansion now that he knows that his opponent must be cross-positioned. So really good play from Vequeth right there.
And Vequeth, once again, going for the same thing, just throwing out a sup there. Just checking. I just want to see if you were defending. Okay, that's fine. I'll let go this time. But he's just going to let this go as long as he can before he cancels it, I guess. He might even just let it. He's just going to leave it there. Why not? Come back later and try and get some more of that.
Yeah, why not just freak your opponent out a bit, and even throwing down a forge to complete the illusion here of going for a cannon rush.
Oh, I don't even know if it's an illusion. He doesn't even have a gateway yet.
He's in the base. Oh God, he could actually wall him in at the front of the base, but it looks like that probe is not going to be too easy.
Cheticus is all over this, just chomping away there. I almost called him Chompy.
Yeah, and Cheticus is saying he will not be fooled again. And right now, I think Vequeth is just going to do a normal fast expand. There we go.
Normal fast expand, but with no gate and no nothing. Oh my God, I really hope he gets some defenses up. He needs, once again, we'll see that cannon exactly the same. You want to connect up this sort of pseudo wall right with the upper left-hand corner of the Nexus and just make this long path in. So, pretty good defense, but boy, he needs a gateway ASAP because Cheticus has a spawning pool up. He's getting his extractor. There's nothing preventing him from sending 6 lings down there right now. Although, at this point, I think he is pretty safe. But
yeah, I don't even know if you need to send some lings, because, I mean, again, if you see your opponent expand, get another expansion yourself.
Just do your own thing. And I think you're absolutely right. Cheticus is just going to see that and just say, nope, I'm just going to make a lot of drones, and we're both going to sit here and expand. Fine, I'll do it twice.
Yeah, there we go. I would even like to see him expand to the gold, but maybe that's a little too ambitious.
Even when I was saying that, I didn't necessarily mean like right now, but boy, yeah, he's just gonna just double expand, just boom, no questions.
Yeah, Cheticus a greedy Zerg over here, very nice play. And Vequeth, I like how early he expanded. It actually is reminiscent of a Void, because I know a Void he will literally just not make anything and expand, and just be very, very greedy about getting as much as he can. And squeezing out an economic advantage, almost playing Protoss like a Zerg would. Mm-hmm. And, oh wow, double expand from Cheticus all the way.
Triple! Whoa, look at that. Just going to take the whole
double
map.
Off. Yeah, I guess it's a triple technically, because that natural just finished now. So, this is really ambitious.
I gotta say, I almost think this is too ambitious, because to even get a return on a single, hatchery, you need like 5 or 6 guys mining off of it for quite a while just to get that money back. I think he just can't afford to make that many drones, and not only that, but he exposes himself too much. All 3 of these are possible targets now. He could just end up saying, okay, now I'm going to make only speedlings out of all of them, but I would have rather he just got, queens on 2 expansions and called it that. This might be overly greedy, but, someone said this before, actually not someone, Reddit Evola said this before. I will give credit where credit is due. He was mentioning that Cheticus' philosophy is just expanding is aggressive. Like, you can be aggressive in multiple ways, not only just by attacking, but also just by expanding. And so Cheticus has no fear about just doing that.
I guess by that logic, this is super aggressive. Because,
super aggressive.
Yeah, so the thing is, he doesn't have speed links, so he's not able to stop this pro from scouting there. But Vequeth does see 3 base. He's not going to be expecting 4 base. And I think maybe the element of surprise here is really going to catch Vequeth off guard. Because if he's pushing on 2-base with against a 4-base Zerg, unless his timing is absolutely superb, which I think it is, because we see another 4 gates going down, he's not going to be able to inflict the damage he needs in time. Because as soon as even 3 of these bases kick in, he's going to be able to make enough lings to pretty much counter anything Vequeth can send cross-map at him. So I think the best thing he can do, and he is really doing this beautifully, lining up his overlords all across the halfway point of the map, making sure he limits the flow of information, make sure he knows exactly when a proxy pylon goes down. So, Twilight Council, so we're going to see some more blink play, I think, from Vequeth. Really loves Stalkers.
And he's just barely, you can see he just did a Maynard of like 4 or 5, 7 more workers to his 3rd expansion. So you can see he is actually somehow just managing to barely get enough there. Like I was saying, you need about 5 or 6 drones mining for a little while to even pay the thing off. And he has about that at each expansion. I mean, like I said, though, he's really thin. I mean, really thin on the drones at the moment in terms of saturation levels. But, it's still income. But if you look at actual, it's 43 on 44 probes. He's just barely keeping up. I think I would have rather seen that 3rd hatchery's worth of money go back into units or more probes or more drones or whatever.
Yeah, and now the next problem I foresee for Cheticus here is how is he going to defend 4 different bases? I mean, Vequeth can literally throw a dart at the monitor. Please don't do that. But he can throw a dart at the monitor and pick where he wants to attack. Because there's no way, without excellent, superb, cool level creep spread, that he's going to be able to defend 4 different bases. And we saw that Vequeth is perfectly competent with Blink Stalkers, so I'm sure he'll down at least 1, maybe 2. I guess it's a matter of, will he be aggressive before he has the economy to get out the units he needs to deal with this stuff. And with that many speedlings out, oh my god. I think he knows what's up. He knows, he scouted that Twilight Council, so he knows he's going to see some similar play like last time.
Yep, he's got massive lings, and that's about it, which frankly is the only thing you can make that is mobile enough to defend yourself. And he's moving out, and he's going to bump right into Stalkers. So we're going to see lings on Stalkers again, which is a perfect combo. Just it's a matter of who has more. And
good positioning by Vequeth.
Perfect.
Oh, fantastic positioning by Vequeth, considering the circumstances. But these Stalkers right here, not so great positioning, but nice blink. I mean, here we see the advantage of look, lings counter Stalkers in a rock paper scissors matchup, right? But when you position your opponents like that to minimize the surface area, you really make the Stalkers work for you, and they really pay for themselves. And even this push, I don't think it's going to be too effective. He's going to lose a lot of lings there. Beautiful blink.
Yeah, Vequeth is making me think all about this matchup again. I never would have thought that mass blink Stalkers would be this effective against Zerg. Now, again, I have to fault Cheticus a little. I think he shouldn't have expanded so much. And think about it, if he hadn't expanded, he would have had at least 300 minerals worth of more Zerglings to be able to push against this. But strange matchup.
But actually, now that I think about it, Cheticus' play was really smart. I mean, he saw that Blink Stalkers are coming his way. He knows they're really tough to deal with. So instead of trying to just run back and try to defend from his bases, he decided to feint, go for the mineral line, and turn back, and he delays that push even more. And look how many lings he has out right now. There's so many Stalkers, but now he's in a situation where Vequeth is in a spot where you can't blink all that effectively. I mean, there's loose on both sides, but... wow, never mind.
These are 2-0 Stalkers, too. These Stalkers are out for blood.
Wow. I have to rethink the matchup now, too. This is incredible.
He's just got about to I mean, like I said, he did this last game. He absolutely zerged Cheticus with Stalkers. In this game, since they didn't really play footsie so much at the beginning, he just did it even bigger. And Cheticus needs some friggin' units fast, and he needs something other than roaches and other than lings.
Yeah, and this is the thing. I think Cheticus just might have gotten a little too greedy because he wasn't even able to creep. I mean, if we look at his creep, it looks like 2-base. It looks like the beginning of the game on 2-base. And he didn't creep at all. He has no way to defend. Now these roaches are just going to get absolutely stomped. There's a lot of production capacity here, but with that blink micro, it's like you're doing damage, but you're only doing shield damage, basically. And wow, Vequeth very convincingly beats Cheticus. I am so excited to see Vequeth versus Cheticus.
Yeah.